There we go. I'm good. How are you?
Absolutely exhausted. I had coffee, basically an espresso martini. Obviously, that's just an espresso shot, and I am exhausted.
I bet you're
It's
like buzzed but exhausted.
No, coffee does nothing for me. It makes me sleepy.
I'm the same. Like if I have coffee, it doesn't wake me up. Yeah. Especially if it's like got loads of milk in. I just want to go sleep.
No, just coffee.
In
general.
general.
Makes me sleepy. Yeah. Like caffeine, like Monster energy drinks, like any sort of energy drink, like with caffeine in it. So I tend to have a lot more fizzy, like sugary drinks.
Right.
Because they don't make me sleepy.
When you were, have you always been like this, or?
Pretty much.
Fair enough. I was gonna say,
caffeine just doesn't have an effect on me. If anything, it makes me sleepy. I always notice that if I had like energy drinks that are high in caffeine, I would then be like, I'm ready to take a nap.
Yeah, I'm the same.
And I just wouldn't finish the can.
Are you up Yorkshire Evil?
Hello. Oh, I need to put switch on.
But I know what you mean, because I am very same. Like, it makes me tired. There is actually, if you have energy drinks over and over and over and over again, eventually you'll start to get tired. Whereas there's people like you and me that just get tired from caffeine anyways.
Yeah, like, I don't like coffee.
I think it's because it's because of some sort of brain receptor. So
I actually think I have ADHD. So I'm going to the doctors to get it sorted.
I was gonna say, did you go before? Or did you never?
I was supposed to. I went for my PTSD, got that sorted out. But that was about the extent. I was.
You were going
I was supposed to go, like, a long time ago.
But that never happened.
I just never did.
Yeah.
I got distracted by too many better things.
Yep.
So.
Sorry, I'm just like.
I've got music playing in the background to keep my brain active, because if it's just you, I'm sorry, but my brain switches off, so I can switch between the two.
Fucking bitch.
It's just the way my brain works. Don't take offense, okay?
I am offended. It's just the way my brain don't like me. I'm bored.
Well, I was hanging out with some friends. I was hanging out with some friends today, and he went up to me and, "You've got ADHD," and I was like, "I'm not diagnosed there, babes." Like, no. And he went, "No. I'm telling you, you have ADHD." And I was like, "What do you mean? We've only hung out like 3 times." He went, "Yeah. How many conversations do you remember that you wanted to carry on from the last time we met up? And how many times have you been in like switching your attention to the cat, to the conversation, to the TV, to the conversation, to TV, to the cat, and being able to keep up with it?" And I was like,
yeah,
that's not the point, really.
Yeah. I mean, we've discussed this before. So, like, we've said that together that you have ADHD tendencies, but you need to get it diagnosed if it is, you know, because we say it could be with your other.
It won't go very well with my PTSD. That's definitely for sure.
yeah, but I'm sure we'd like to talk about it before. Yeah,
I am wearing contacts, Yorkshire Pure Evil. I am wearing contacts, and I'm just about to take them out.
In fact, I'm gonna swap this.
I've had them in since like 10 a.m. So.
Oof.
I know. I can feel it in my eye.
Sorry, I'm gonna switch the chat because it's on the wrong side and I cannot see them. There we go.
Oh, I didn't get it.
Oh, I usually pinch it. There you go. Yeah.
I'll say I'll pinch. Woo!
You can get them. Have you seen them silicone ones?
Silicone ones, no.
So the silicone pinchers for your contacts. So you know if you've got really long nails, or if you've got nails and you can't quite get it, and you don't want to gouge your eye out, like I have multiple times. It's these silicone things, and you just go boop, pull it out.
Yeah, no, you're not supposed to use the pinch. Oh no, yeah, it is pinches. Yeah,
Towards
never mind. So it's like there's a little like suction thing you put to your eye to put them in.
Oh no,
And then like the pinchers to take them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they just don't work for me. I don't like pointy things in my eye.
Well, I mean, these ones are like curved, you know, like, so they look like fingers, like sponges.
Yeah, no, it just won't work because it's like I need to get it out with my actual finger because I find it a lot easier.
Right, okay. Aha, there we go. I can see it better now. I can see the messages better. Yes, you are anonymous. I don't know why it's come up as anonymous. But yeah, you are anonymous. Yes, Lilith is wearing contacts. Take them out. There you go.
My eyes look very different now. Oh,
beautiful blues.
Sure, I actually have blue eyeshadow on as well. So.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
So yeah, I was in Manchester today. I met up with some friends. Friends that I met from the modelling competition. So it's really fun. Good news, I'm moving to Manchester.
You are?
Yeah.
Yay!
I will be moving. I know. I will be moving in about September.
Is it by yourself, an apartment? What?
No. So I will be moving in with one of my friends from the competition. We've hung out a couple times now, and we've agreed that because she's at uni for the next. She's on a 4-year course at uni, and she's finishing her first year. And she was like, I want to stay in Manchester, but like it's a little expensive. She's like, but I don't want to move in on my own again. I was like, well, look, I'm looking to move out. You're looking to move out. How about we both meet in the middle and we move in together? She was like, yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah.
And we're both called Lilith, so we're gonna get a sign and be like Lilith Square.
Oh my god, yes. That's brilliant. Wow.
We've already discussed like contracts, houses. We're already like sending each other like different houses, flats. We've set budgets. What the fuck is gonna be going down in terms of like food, communal things, shared things, budgets, utility costs, like locations, everything like that. So
where have you been looking? What have you been using?
I've been using Rightmove, Zoopla,
I was gonna say,
and On the Market.
Yeah,
Zoopla and Rightmove.
Yeah.
Will be Witches of Yorkshire.
It will be Witches of Yorkshire. Oh no, wait.
It'll still be Witches of Yorkshire.
It'll still be Witches of Yorkshire. It still will be.
You can't change that just because I changed my location. Doesn't mean shit.
I mean, technically, you were born in London, so.
6 actually.
Wait, you were Essex, weren't you?
I'm an Essex girl.
Essex gal.
Essex gal.
Essex. Sorry.
Yeah. Alright, do you know, at least I've travelled a little bit further than your family in the past 6 generations.
Did I tell you?
8.
Did I tell you that I managed to get back to 1751?
No.
So my dad's side, the Hattersley name.
Yeah.
I managed to go back all the way to 1751.
Okay.
And only one of my family with that surname that's carried it forward. Only one of them were born in Birmingham. The rest...
Ooh, real adventurous.
Yeah, the rest were born in Sheffield. Nearly 200 years. And they're still not fucking moved out of Sheffield.
Yeah, and... Oh wait, the family line dies with you. So I guess, you know, they will be born, bred and die in Sheffield.
I mean, technically not. There's some in Barnsley.
I'm sorry?
There's some in Barnsley.
Oh.
I have cousins on my dad's side.
Oh yeah, I forget, you also have like half siblings, so...
Yeah.
So I guess like kind of count.
Yeah, but they never.
I have another shoot coming up as well, by the way, just so that you know.
Oh, very nice. Where's that?
Again in Manchester.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited about it.
But someone is visiting the last of Summer Wine Country soon. Is that you? Oh, are we going down? Are we stripping down? Are we?
So I'm just a bit warm.
Wait a minute. Let me make sure this. See, I have to wear one underneath because if not, then yeah. Jesus Christ. But yeah. Oh, I've started a new Book of Shadows. I don't know if I've told you. Yeah, I've decided to
How exciting.
completely scrap my old one and start again.
First. I've got a new one, I just haven't started writing in it yet.
Yeah, no, neither have I. I stuck stickers on it, that's about it. But yeah.
Try and use this.
I am. Ew.
Sorry. Just trying to move that.
Move down here. I'm going down here now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. I just thought maybe it's a nicer angle, but it's not. I prefer the angle, but it's not a better angle.
I don't think any angle will make me look flattering. Jesus Christ.
I'm just trying to figure out what works.
This just... there's no angle to make this look smaller. Like, there's just no way.
I don't like this angle. I think I prefer this one. And you can see also in the background. Well,
A little bit. A little bit. Yeah, they wanted to, like, buzz in for, like, a few... There you go. It's come by now.
Did you move slightly forward? There you go.
Keeping my
come
mouth
in to say
shut.
hi. I don't think Lilith is going to be too impressed the fact I'm using her altar as a webcam stand.
Oh, she... Oh.
Do it, actually. Oh, it's not cold. I think I've got one. I think I've got a good angle.
Have you got a good angle that's not on
Mushroom.
Lilith? When we've done messing about with the
This
camera.
will work. This will do. This will do.
I've had my hair done again.
No, it's not gonna do. It's not gonna do. I'm just gonna put it back on the sun. No, do it. Rude.
Just gonna destroy, rip people's headphones. Earphones.
I know. Alright, here we go. This is just me now adjusting things. Like it was very warm and now it's very blue. Bless you.
Don't want to be on poetry. Yeah.
This is the angle, that's what we're settling with, that's fine.
I have my head done. No. I've got a thicker black band.
To a Pornhub stream. We're not a Pornhub stream, definitely not that type.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to change the. What the frick is it? The settings. I do not know what episode we are on. Do you know?
Nope.
Nope. Great. Okay.
I was hoping you were keeping count.
No, I lost it after. I started, doing the little tarot readings. But I cannot get the things back up. Anyways. Whew. It's Beltane soon, isn't it?
Soon. Yes.
Soon? That's next, isn't
Soon,
it?
I think. I think so.
It's May, isn't
Let me
it?
check.
It's 1st of May. I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. No, that's May Day. May Day, yeah.
May Day. May Day is Beltane?
Beltane, yeah.
That is right, isn't it?
Let me Google that one, actually.
April, is it? Is it coming early? Is it April 30th? Beltane.
Checking it up. No, it's always the 1st of May. Always the 1st of May.
Sunday 1st of May. There you go. Oh.
It's literally called May Day. That's the whole point.
Yeah, I was going to say, like...
It's a pagan holiday and one of the 8 Sabbats. It falls about halfway between the spring equinox, Ostara, and the coming of summer solstice, Litha. The holiday celebrates spring at its peak and the coming summer. Beltane also sometimes go by the name of May Day.
Yeah, they used to...
Which is just the 1st of May.
Used to bless the cattle, so putting 2 bonfires, they used to push them through. Beltane is often the abbreviated term of fire festival. Because every 4, the 4 out of the 8 are fire festivals. We like fire. Oof. Right. So. What are we doing?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Oh, well, we didn't finish The Little Mermaid.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I think we'll keep that towards the end.
It's up to
You
you.
want to?
Yeah.
I don't really mind.
I mean, last time I did order stream, I was doing some books and some tarot readings because obviously you weren't here. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry about it.
I mean, I don't feel bad. I was doing a photo shoot. I couldn't go.
I was going to say,
You on stream.
I saw the photo that you put on Facebook. Was that from the... It was from that particular...
It was.
That looked amazing.
It was.
It looked
Oh,
amazing.
Thank you. I'm very excited to do my next photo shoot.
Is it with the same people?
11th of May. No.
Oh.
So I'm doing it with one friend, somebody I met at the competition who is a friend of a friend, as well as another friend of a friend. I'm also going with Lilith, so there's going to be like 5 of us. And I'm very excited. I bought my first lot of, because it's so soon,
Yeah.
budget-wise, I just need to, I don't have a huge budget for it, but I don't need a huge budget. I just need to get the basics and then accessorize. And I've got the hair. I've got the, the bottoms. And then all I need now is like the body piece and some shoes. And I started getting some makeup bits and stuff done already. So
That's good.
all I need, here's a little hint. It won't be a massive hint because a lot of people take it the wrong way. But I need to get a new set of ears and a new tail.
Is that for a cat girl?
It is not.
Fox. Oh. Tell me. I'm intrigued.
I can't give all the details away.
Oh, come on.
That's a hint. A hint.
A hint.
It's a cosplay.
Okay.
It's a cosplay.
It's very wide. Can't really guess.
Exactly.
God damn.
Exactly.
You give nothing away.
No.
Nothing away, fam.
To me, like, I've said too much.
I've said too much.
I've said too much.
Thank you for the follow. But yeah.
I'll say I would go grab my shopping stuff, but it's behind me and I'm too lazy.
Yeah, I saw on Snapchat. No, it wasn't Snapchat. It was Facebook. On your journey home with cat ears.
Yes.
That's why he instantly said cat. I enjoyed that, by the way.
Enjoyed what?
I enjoyed the video that you put up with the cat ears on the
Which
earphones
one?
that said things I've got to do when I get
On the train
home.
home.
Don't forget about the stream. On the train home.
Yeah, that's all on TikTok.
That's it. Yeah, I was scrolling through and
TikTok.
it came up. Yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah, because you are the last person to like it.
Oh yeah.
On TikTok, I did my first live stream today.
Did you? How did that go?
It went really well.
Did it?
Like, really well.
Good.
The most views I got all at once was about 93, 94. Really
Very
good for my
nice.
first live.
Excellent.
It was just to, like, get ready with me. It was just a makeup thing.
Right, okay, yeah.
It was nice and chill, music in the background. I had a lot of song requests.
Oh, did you?
And some of them were just the weirdest things. Someone wanted Shakira, so I was like, I will give you Shakira. What Shakira song do you want? And they didn't answer, so I was like, right then, you're getting She-Wolf.
Like it. Yeah.
Someone said, can you put, I think Moto likes you, and I was like, fuck's sake! So I put Big and Chunky on by will.i.am. Question.
Sorry, hi.
Ever had a family member find out your practice is okay with it 1 second? The next example, use the word which.
Me, because doesn't. Sorry, can you just Lustrous Rose? Can you just reword that? I don't think I quite understand what you're trying to say.
1 second.
So, question: ever had a family member out of your practice is okay with, or find out of your practice is okay with it 1 second. The next.
Member has found out about their practice.
Yeah.
And they're fine with it for a second. Why use the word? Yeah, no, that last bit doesn't quite make sense. Momo's okay with witchy woo woo occult, but hates the word witch.
Oh, okay.
Got it. Okay. I think that's just down to them in terms of they've tied negative connotations to the word witch rather than what witch actually is.
Yeah, I mean, me and Yorkshire Evil were talking about this last week, where has witch always been a negative connotation, and to be honest, in terms of like history, it's come from Christianity hating on it and making it a bad word and making it not a bad word, but making it
negative.
Yeah.
Undesirable.
Yeah, fear-mongering. That was the word I used. But in terms of like, I'm guessing that because you said warlock.
Warlock
has she
wouldn't resonate.
I was gonna say, has she tried to, or has she referred to you as a warlock?
Ask me why you call yourself a witch. Why not light worker? Why not wise man?
I mean, witch and wise man are the same thing.
I think they're saying that they've tried warlock and it doesn't suit them. They don't like the term warlock, which is understandable simply because that is a fictional name for a male wizard. And
typically it's someone who has
witch.
broken their oath. Typically, that's what a warlock
warlocks
is.
are always very mischievous.
Yeah. Yeah. Very
but
much
also
chaos.
They are fictional.
Fictional.
It's like wizards and warlocks are fictional terms just for male witch because misogyny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hello. Witch is both a unisex and universal term.
Yeah.
Light worker tends to be if you work with light magic.
Yeah.
You do a lot of like.
You stay like
light
towards the light. Yeah.
You like the lighter, brighter side of the craft rather than the darker side, which tends to be like. The thing is, I feel like light witch still do a lot of shadow work though, because to be a light witch you need to be really in tune with your shadow self.
Well, I mean, shadow work isn't necessarily dark. It's just It's just working on
shadow
your
because it's
your
undesirable quote undesirable traits.
Yeah.
Of which are deemed undesirable by society. So, but there is a lot of shadow work with light witch, like light workers anyway. But I feel like they prefer the term light worker instead of a witch, despite them being very different things. A light worker obviously is a witch, but it's a kind of witch. You may not be a light worker.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not a light worker.
In terms of what you want to call yourself, if which resonates with you, then that's you. But you know, it's like if other people question that, you don't need to explain yourself.
Because they don't like it doesn't mean that you need to
change. Yeah. And it's going to take a while, you know, because anything does. But you've just got to stick to what you want, what you.
The thing is, when I first started the craft, I really did not like the term witch because I thought, oh, it's really cringy. It's, you know, it's I just think like Sabrina or Harry Potter, and I'm like.
Yeah, and a lot of people do. A lot of people do stick to that. But it's changing that mentality, and not everybody will change. They will always stick to that green skin, crooked nosed, hairy, old. You know, this fairy tale.
They're beautiful people like me and you.
Yeah.
To be witches.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
I think people very just because of media.
Yeah.
Because of like fear mongering, the way it's evolved, which has just become negative.
Yeah.
Whereas you, Lilith, you're both light and dark, especially towards me being a Pisces.
Yep. But I mean, like, when you start talking about your craft and things like that, like, we've said before that you're, oh come on, eclectic, which, whereas I've now decided I identify as a death/green witch, and you know, like, if I do say that to like close friends, like I said it to Tony. She was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Do you curse people? Do they die? And I'm like, no, not that kind of death. Like, working with...
I work with the death.
Work with. So, yeah, there's always that, like... It's same with the death card. If you think of the death card, people go, oh my god, I'm going to die. No, it's just not. No.
That's just about, rejuvenation, new opportunities.
Yeah, it's seeing things in a different light.
A death witch just works with the dead in, like... A death witch does a lot of different things, but they tend to work with the dead in terms to help them cross over, to help solve problems, to help this spirit, in whatever way that may be.
Yeah.
So yeah, there is that.
I'm
just gotta pull my trousers up.
I don't know if I told you before about that little girl that was showing me a bubble.
You did not.
No, there's been this girl, and I don't know.
They got scared because a friend of mine who was a Reiki master, she found a post of a pastor, aka Greg Locke, who threatened so-called witches in his wife's Bible studying with doxing. Okay. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
interesting.
There's always going to be that.
You'll always get people that would just find negative connotations, but you need to just ignore it.
It's going to be hard.
Learn to ignore it.
Yeah, it's self-taught.
It is frustrating.
Yeah, it is.
It's also frustrating to A, unlearn it, B, ignore it, and C, just move on from it simply because people go, oh my god, you're a witch. Do you think you're like Sabrina or something? Can you levitate? It's like, no.
Yeah.
I can't turn your mum into a frog.
Yeah. I mean, people have asked me that, and I've giggled and said, yeah, watch me twitch my nose and you'll get a pie in your hand. Like, I play. Do you know what I mean? Like, let me just think of something ridiculous to shout back at you, because obviously, no, I can't do that. But
like,
it takes...
The whole point of being a witch is you work with the elements.
It takes time to ignore it, to... Yeah. You're always going to get it. Trust.
You'll always get it, no matter where you go.
Yeah. It's just a matter of... I know it may rise the anxiety, because... You know... It would. But... Yeah. It's one of them where you're always going to have it, you're always going to get it from some way or another. That's why people tend to stay quiet. And they tend to stay solitary. Or they find solace in groups, which is also fine. you know, you do you. Hence the reason why we have a Discord, so that we can share practice and things like that. So if you do want to join, exclamation point join or exclamation point Discord, you can come join us, share your practice, talk to other people. There's only a very few of us, okay? There's very, very few. And I mean very few. Just trying to build
But that
it
is okay, just a growing community.
Exactly. Slowly growing. Yes. But yeah.
Well, we've only been doing it for a couple months, you know. They never said that. I'm not bothered about huge followers anyway. I do this for us.
Oh yeah.
No, I do this because I enjoy doing it.
I enjoy talking to you. I enjoy catching up with you weekly.
Too.
But yeah.
Okay, I'm done ranting about the bubble thing now. 2i for all yours wisdom.
It's okay. It's fine. But we like
I don't
this.
have a lot of wisdom. But
No. But we'll share like our opinion and.
what we're here for.
It's what we're here for. It's fine. I mean, like, yeah, I'm trying to change the settings to chatter, but a bit right. I'll just leave it on tarot. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Fine.
We'll be fine.
Fine. If we end up, we'll probably end up doing tarot anyway.
I was gonna say I'm shuffling cards right now. But yeah, the girl. Sorry, she's. So there's a little girl, and I say little, but she's more like teenager-ish, with chubby cheeks. She's got brown hair, long, and it's like half up, half down. But she's showing me this bobble, and she's got hands like this, and she's showing me this bobble, and it's like a weird purple bobble with green baubles on it. And I
don't. Something special. Maybe it was her favorite bubble.
Maybe, but I don't know why. And she won't talk to me. She's literally stood there like that, looking at me, and then looking at this bubble, and then looking at me, and then looking at this bubble. And I'm like, that's a very nice bubble. Thank you for showing me. Do I need to know this for anything? And she just goes, and I'm like, what the fuck was that? Like, I don't know why. I don't know if she's followed me. I don't know if there's someone that's watching, or you know what, I think it has something to do with Yorkshire Pure Evil, because every time I do stream she's there. I don't know why. I feel like ooh,
that's very interesting,
and I'm like maybe this little girl's got your look. Maybe you need to find this bubble, Yorkshire Pure Evil.
Figure out what it is.
Figure out what it is. You've been saying you've been having some bad luck. Maybe this is it. Maybe you just need to find this bubble, fam. Maybe.
Find the bubble or find the reason for it.
Yes. Because trust, she ain't leaving.
But also, as a death witch, it's kind of your job.
Yeah, but it helps when they talk to me. Like, I don't know.
Well, maybe answer yes. Give her just yes or no questions. What if they're mute? Do you consider that?
She's giggling, so no. I can just hear a girly giggle in the back of my mind.
Then. Selective mute then.
Selective mute.
Maybe it's something else, protection for you both.
Maybe it's something else, protection for you both. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, it could be.
But she likes to try playing with us. Try offering to play or something.
I don't know. I mean, maybe she's one of my ancestors, because I mean, I did uncover that there was quite a few young deaths in my family, so I've no idea. But I've done like a simmer pot, and I've done protection on the house. There's nothing getting in here. Trust. There's nothing negative getting in here. But yeah.
See, I don't think I have any ghosts lurking around me. So.
Other than Lilith.
Well, she's not a ghost, she's a deity.
Oh, well, yeah, it's true. Alright, the energy
so
around
Sophia.
you. Alright.
And so is Loki.
Has Sophia been very quiet to you recently?
Yes.
Yeah, mine's been to me. I don't know why.
Changing seasons. Maybe we just don't need them for the moment. I have been connected. I've been like talking to them, like when I can, when I do, like by a pendulum. But a lot of things have been very quiet recently. But I also haven't really been connecting. But I have set up Lilith's altar, so I am reconnecting with the craft and my deities. Someone's walked over your grave.
Someone keeps walking all over my grave. What was that?
I went to Whitby the other day.
You what?
That's me. I went to Whitby the other day.
You did? Without me?
I did. Yes, it was a family thing, and it was a last minute decision. I was like, yes, let's go. And I remembered when we went on that ghost walk, and I could feel something really warm on my leg, and I looked at you, and I was like, there's something warm on my leg. And then we left, and you went, there's a little boy, like,
yeah,
attached to your leg.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
He had, like, I'm not even kidding, it was like Oliver Twist, you know how the kids dress up with the cap?
Please, all I could think was, like, a cap, like, some really, like, brownish, like, old, like, tatty clothing.
And it was, like, dungarees, holding them up. Yeah, looking to pickpockets. I swear.
I was like, well, yeah, I'm sorry, but
I was like,
pockets off a skirt, fam.
yeah. I was like looking at, what the fuck?
Because I can feel it on my leg.
Yeah.
And then I was like, there's something on my leg. Looked at you, and you're like, and then they mentioned there are a few ghosts up here, and I was like,
yeah, no shit.
Really? When I fucking guess that? I just feel one on my fucking leg.
And then I remember when we were walking across that like little beach bit, or the dock bit, and you started to feel sick, didn't you? You started to feel sick.
Yeah, I could feel it in my throat, and I was like, it's like, you know, like an acid reflux.
Yes, yeah.
I was like, it's like acid reflux. I can feel it coming up, and it's just.
Yeah.
And then they're like, so we've been drowned on the beach after she really liked her gin, and I was like. Do you remember when we both connected with that old lady? Not the old lady, sorry, the woman in the house above the salon.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah, you were doing tarot and I was like, the Two of Cups has come out, hasn't it? And you were like, yes, it fucking has. I was like...
And we were both saying exactly the same thing, so we were like...
Yeah, and the one was like...
getting really freaked out. Because she's like, we've had guests complain that there's like wailing, like someone crying, and when
yeah, they kept blaming it on the friggin' seagulls, and we were like, no, that's not a seagull. That's not a seagull, hon.
It was quite funny.
It was. It really was.
Like, that's too much of a coincidence, you know, that was
honestly
happening, and they were like,
yeah.
Guests have been saying all of this shit, and we were just there for like an hour and a half, being like, yeah.
Yeah, like spooling the shit out. Yeah. Right. Whew. Right, the tarot cards are out. Yeah.
I got called handsome. Ah!
You got called handsome? Aw.
Yeah.
Nice. When I do tarot, sometimes the dead will have to... Yeah. I'll often see things and I'm like, I don't know if this is relevant, but there's someone here that's like this. Usually it's not, but usually it's because they've brought the message. It's very strange. Fucking hell. Ooh. I have a blanket on and I'm cold. Like,
ask who it is. Like, what the fuck do they want?
Yes, I can give you another reading, Yorkshire people. Or maybe Lilith would like to give you another reading.
I can do. I'm a bit rusty, I will admit. But, nonetheless, I will give you one. Oh, just mix them up.
Pardon me, sir. Wow, so this card that's just popped out...
That was disgusting, Lindsay.
Excuse me. So this card popped out, it's the Lovers, but in the background, look at that. It's fucking Spirit. Like, thanks, fam.
Oh, you want me to do a reading? Okay. Right, wake this deck up a little bit. Alright. Yorkshire Pure Evil, what message does the spirit, universe, deities, protection, angels, whatever, whoever, what message have you got, or is there something you need to know? I'll do. Whoa. Okay. I will not count that because I have about 1,600 cards just fall out there.
I find Oh, okay. So eating before you do a reading. So eating before you sort of use your energy. You're technically grounding. You're grounding and centering yourself before using your energy.
Well, I ate about 2 hours ago. So.
I ate at about 9:30. No, 7:30. Oh, 7:30. So
these cards just don't want to sit still. Alright, what message have we got for you? Right, okay, here we go. The Emperor reversed, the Star reversed, the Three of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. I'll see what, because I've not really used this deck, because I'm not wanting to use the deck I've put out for myself anymore. But you do also have 2 cards on the side, so let me just...
okay, yeah, I got the Lovers again, so that just confirmed it.
But who's that for, though? Is that for Yorkshire Pure Evil?
No, sorry, that's for me who's around me right now. It really make me shiver. Oh.
So, the Lovers tends to represent something like a big decision. Not necessarily relationship, but something to do with a relationship.
Usually, yeah, but I don't believe it is relationship-wise.
I don't think it's relationship-wise. I think maybe family.
That's what I'm getting, like love to do. I'm just gonna take a look. Yeah, my ear's now gone bright.
How's it?
It's,
Can't see.
it's heating up. I can feel it. My ear's like red, look. Really
Oh my god. Yeah.
what is it? Left.
Alright, so Emperor. I've gone too far, I think. Yeah. Emperor, let me just figure this out.
Yeah, it's a family, I'm gonna say, or a spirit guide. New one, maybe the same one. I don't know. Anyways, carry on with your reading. Oh, hello.
Okay, so for Yorkshire Pure Evil, well, there is something that isn't quite right. So I've got the Emperor and the Star both in reverse, which tends to represent like a lack of direction or an imbalance. And with the Three of Cups, I'm going to be taking that as a group dynamic. So there is something that isn't quite sitting right in a group. What kind of relationship that may take, like what form that is, I'm not too sure. Maybe it might be work, it might be friends, it might be family. Is it Pentacles? I think it's work. I have a feeling it's money. There's an imbalance in a group with money and finance. There's inequality going on. Let's have a look at 3 of Wands. Hold on.
I want to see if you pick up on what I did a few weeks ago.
Yeah, there's an imbalance in terms of a group dynamic. Either no one or everyone is fighting for leadership roles. There's a bit of an inequality of decision making. There's no direction. There's no clear path as to what is going on. So there's a lot of frustrations, but no one's doing anything. Let's have a look. The Princess of Pentacles in reverse. There we go. Give me a second. What am I on? Pentacles. I'm a little rusty, I will admit.
It's fine. We don't judge here.
Queens, Knights, Page. Excuse me, where's my princess? We just... Okay, okay. Pentacles. What's just rude? For some reason, it doesn't want to give me any of the princesses.
I'm like trying to cool my ear down.
You are? Cool your ear down.
Yeah.
We've got the pages and we've got the knights.
Have you shoved your brother out of your seat?
Straight to the queens. Kings. Where's the fucking princesses? Oh, right.
Are you looking at the wrong book? For God's sake. Melly. Come here, babies. Oh, you're not my friend because I've put your flea stuff on, huh? Are you falling out with me?
Okay.
That's a yes.
Princess of Pentacles. Let's have a look here. Got it. It's a page. It's a fucking page. A princess is a page.
Oh dear.
Couldn't just say a page, could it?
No, you have to pick the awkward ones, don't you?
Yeah. Pentacles.
And I'm
I say
guessing
page. Right, let's go to the courts. Court cards, page of pentacles. Oh, right, okay.
and it's reversed, did you say?
Yeah. So a lot of things are going to waste because there is no direction. And the chariot, yeah. So, right then. You've all got the drive, but no direction, and you're all kind of fighting for a certain spot. I have a feeling that things are getting a bit cocky, a bit, what's the word? Arrogant. That you're sort of fighting for the reins, which is leading to this imbalanced dynamic in something. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, I'm just getting money things, like a work thing or some sort of something to do with money, whether that's an inheritance or an income. There is a power dynamic you're all fighting for. Two of Cups, yeah, it's just relationships are splitting because of this. That's what I'm getting. That's all I'm getting. Two of Cups, a harmony is being ripped away because of this imbalance, and no one's doing anything about it. Is it family? Is it to do with family? It's something you hold dear to you. An income, I don't think it's an income per se, but it's something to do with some, like, that you hold dear, close to you, that you've worked hard for, you've strived for, and things are hitting like a plateau, if you will. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. You need to help me out here. If I'm at least on the right lines. Otherwise, I'm going to keep pulling cards.
Do you want me to tell you what I pulled for?
Yes.
Yeah. So, I didn't record it. I haven't recorded this one. Oh no, I did. It's on stream. Anyways, I picked up on the career dynamic. And I said that you are very unclear in which direction you need to go into, but you need to make a decision. And I said you may want to turn to a family member or an older family member to get some advice. You need to go back to traditions and, yeah, reflect on what they might have to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty close to mine then.
Yeah.
Oh shit, well there's yours. Financially and well-being.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do love it when I've just got no idea, but we both did like
picked up similar things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce your username. Lustrous Rose. Is that right?
Lustrous Rose.
Lustrous Rose. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, why do you go back to school, Miss Science Teacher?
I am dyslexic. We've talked about this.
So why haven't you got something on your screen to help with that?
What do you mean?
Well, you know how most people can get overlays for paper?
Yeah, it's nothing to do with that. They just, well, I mean it is, but I've already got it in black and white, which helps. But because it's in red, yeah. So I
It's just about your eyesight.
I mean, yeah. Spiritual checkup, please. Oh, I can do that. Okay.
The question is, who do you want to read?
Yeah, that's true. Who do you want to read?
Both books are open.
Yeah, you was gonna say, yeah. Sorry.
I do quite like the Star Tarot deck, to be fair, because it actually does tell you shit. Spiritually, you feel very wishy-washy.
Okay.
Lindsay, it's up to you. It's Lustrous Rose. It's up to you. Who do you want to read for you?
Yeah. It's either Lilith or Linz. Who do you want to do a reading for you?
One minute I can bring down the house. The next, you don't want to do anything. I feel that. I vibe with that.
I was gonna say you vibe with that. I just keep going.
Keep on chugging along.
The one on the right. Me? Or I don't know if I'm on the right. Am I on the right? You on the right?
Let's look on Twitch.
Yeah. You look on Twitch.
To me, I'm on the left, so it's you. Also, the names are under each
It's
person,
me.
so.
Okay. I'm gonna say it's Lindsay or Lilith underneath this. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Right, so you want a spiritual check-in. I can do that. I do have a spread, but I don't know where I've put it, so hang on. Ooh. Give me a minute. There we go, tarot spread. Ah! we're back. uh, spirituality. Okay.
I just saw that little thing.
What? the
Little terror spray on the side.
Yeah. Right, so I've got one. It's 5 cards. Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to double check what I had. That's fine.
I've just pulled out the Lover's card. Not for me, though. Well,
Okay, I have a feeling that someone's really trying to get my attention, and I'm ignoring them. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. I just got it again. Ooh.
I just got it, you better be.
Yeah, I just got like a little okay. Alright.
I think you might know who is your foster sister.
Oh. Fair enough. Right, so. Okay, so just right off the bat, you've got a tower moment. Shazza just flung out.
They work with Loki. Oh, I do love working with Loki. He's literally begging me for an altar because he keeps dropping his candle off my altar.
Yeah, he's like, carpet. Move me.
Yeah, like the candle. My beeswax candles don't spill out, right? They just evaporate, right? And they've been bleeding out all over. And then as soon as I stand it up, it falls onto the carpet. And I was like, I get it. You want your altar. I don't have the space.
Okay, so hold on. My cards are now in, like, hold on, sorry. I've got some that are flipped over, some that are the right way. I don't know what's happened. Okay, I'll deal with that when it comes. Okay. Expand on the tower, please. Okay, you're getting a lot of major cards. Hang on. And then I'll go through it. Okay, oops. Okay, so, straight off the bat, I was trying to connect with what your spiritual situation is going on right now. Immediately you got the tower moment. You got the tower, which obviously represents sudden bad news or something suddenly happening. You're rebuilding from scratch, or maybe that you've now laid down those foundations. You're slowly building up. However, something's not happening, something's not right, which obviously you're linking into. I asked for clarifiers, you got the moon and the Queen of Cups reversed. So the moon tells me that you are linking intuitively. You're starting to link in intuitively. But it seems like you're closing off your emotions almost. Or that even you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, which may be stopping your progress. Either that, or you're not you're not letting your emotions out, or you're not. There's something to do with like emotions. Either it's all feeling overwhelming and too much, or it could be that you're not taking your emotions into consideration when this stuff is happening. So you mentioned like, I can only get something done when I'm angry. One minute I can bring the house down, the next I don't want to do anything. There is that imbalance. Yeah. So that's what that was picking up on. I then drew 5 cards. So the situation, the challenge you need to overcome, so maybe guidance on how to overcome that as well, where you need to focus, and the outcome if things don't go, if you do not do these things, or the outcome, whatever the outcome is, if it's good or bad. Okay. So for the situation, you got the world, and this is upright. You feel like everything is in reach. You obviously don't know how to get there, but just know that the universe is in your favor and it is on your side, and you almost feel like you can be on top of the world. You're in a good situation, but this tower moment, this blocking of, or over emotions, whatever this emotion is, you're not quite seeing it. You're not quite getting there. So the challenge that you need to overcome is a star reverse. It's the imbalance. It's understanding where these emotions are coming from. I feel like it's pointing towards shadow work, especially with the moon there. I feel like you need to do some sort of shadow work, some sort of getting back on track. Let me just double check that. Hang on. Okay, so okay, hang on, sorry, I'm just trying to put 2 and 2 together. Okay, so the world signifies that you've come through a karmic lesson. You have, you now understand yourself more. The path you know, but you're trying to figure out where or how you fit into this new world that you've uncovered. And it is bringing you a sense of spirituality that you've longed for, but you have no idea what to do next, or you have no idea why certain things are happening. Just be aware. I mean, you've said that death or people's spirit has come out to you during tarot before. You're actually very in tune, and I mean, all the cards do confirm it. You're very in tune with spirit. You're very in tune with new planes, and you, I mean, again, very, very in tune. Where your psychic lays, that development, you'll become in leaps and bounds. It may actually be that spirit is influencing you too much. Not in a bad way, but maybe because you're unsure of how to deal with it, or that they... And you know, when you cannot do those things, like when you 1 minute you want to burn the house down, the next you want to do nothing. That could be you using up all your energy and burning out. It could be. Again, I believe it's pointing to that shadow work, understanding where these emotions are coming from. Before you can move forward, you need to correct that imbalance. And I'm sorry if it's not making sense. So guidance. So what step can we take to move forward? You got the Knight of Rings in reverse. The Knight of Rings in reverse. Sorry. Or the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so it's telling you that the obstacles that are in your path, you may feel are, it says insurmountable is the key word, but basically there's a massive hill that almost looks like a mountain that you need to climb. And from that you've become pessimistic and given up before you've even started. The trick is to take one challenge at a time. Again, pointed towards shadow work. You can't sit around waiting for things to fall into your lap. You need to put the work in to get that balance back up. Where you need to focus, it's coming up with the Lovers. So this could be the first step, or where you need to fully focus yourself. You've got the Lovers, which is actually what's been popping out for me, which is finding harmony in yourself, have a deeper understanding of yourself, who you are, and your moral compass, your moral code. And that can take a while. Try not to be frustrated with it. It takes a while. I mean, I'm still doing it, and I've been doing practicing for three years. Is that right? Yeah, okay. Oh, you may find it beneficial to talk with someone else on your spiritual journey. So simply taking meditation with other people, like-minded people, to help on your spiritual journey may help as well. Like talking fast and talking like, yeah, that's because my energy's hyped, but I'm aware of that. And my cheeks are now going red because I'm so amped up. So you need to focus on your shadow work, on meditating, on where these feelings have come from, even how to control them, or how to, and by control I don't mean suppress. I do not mean suppress emotions. It's not healthy. Just understanding where they're coming from. Like, for instance, my anxiety was a big one. That's how I found my path of being death, which I work with Anubis. And he's helped me through my anxiety and understanding my anxiety and where it comes from and things like that. So, I still have anxiety emotion. I still have worry moments. I still have times where I need to cry because I'm stressed. Just understand your cycles and understand how to deal with that. If you can't do it alone, yeah, bad metaphor. Bad metaphor. When it talks about the Lovers, so when it says be around like-minded people, it's gonna sound harsh, but maybe it's sort of like referring to a therapist. So doing shadow work alone when you've not got the tools on how to move forward, it can be very difficult. You can even talk to counselling. You can talk to therapists. Just be like, I've been reflecting a lot in past, and I found this and I found this. Offload. See if they can help put the 2 cents in. Yeah. And I know it takes a while, especially in the UK. I know that therapy, 6-month waiting list. Okay, but it does help. Right. Final card is outcome. So you've got the 6 of Cups upright. which is usually a good metaphor or a good omen, because I'm reading metaphor, sorry. So to me, I feel like you're going to be successful in learning where these emotions have come from and where... Right, fair enough. So where these emotions have come from, where they're going, I feel like you're going to be very good at that. You may start to feel overwhelmed because you're so in tune with spirit world, or you're so in tune with your psychic ability. It's going to take a while to learn how to block that, or at least filter through that. I mean, it could be that maybe everybody's on you at once, making you angry by accident, and then you have no energy left. It's very... Once when you learn what it is, you'll be okay. It's just getting to the root of the problem that's going to take a while. And I know it's frustrating. Really frustrating. Six of Cups, my... Okay. No worries. Yeah, so Six of Cups can be seen as a good omen. Just bring it on now. So you may find that you need to keep your practices simple. Or, because as mentioned again and again, because you're so in tune with spirit, that makes you want to rush to connect with spirit, and it can actually overcomplicate things. So try and stick back to the basics. And again, if you're struggling, go back to basics. Rediscovering rituals or traditions that may have been in your past or in your childhood, renegating them into your practice may help as well. But yeah, I can see that there's something all I can say is you're really in tune with the spirit world to the point where you're at an imbalance in terms of controlling emotions or controlling this eagerness to connect, that it's overwhelming you in ways that you have not expected. And I can only suggest that going back to shadow work, going back to that, talking through therapy or counselling or whatever. I mean, it doesn't even have to be past, it can be now. So you can talk about dealing with things now. Yeah. I hope that helped. Don't know if it did. But yeah. I was gonna say, yeah. All I keep seeing is that you are connected to something. You are highly intuitive to this, to the point where I get this is what I'm getting. You're overly you are connecting so easy. You do not know if it's yours or something else. Like, you don't know how it's influencing you. It's, yeah. But yeah. No problem. Okay. My cheeks. But yeah. You okay, Lilith?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did a read for myself while you were doing that, and now I'm shopping.
Good, right. That's oh, I feel like I need to burp, but I can't. I've got some. Oh dear.
Do you know what? I cannot wait for this cosplay. Like, I'm not played.
I was going to say, normally when there's like a lot of people and they're all asking like at once, I normally only do like 3 cards and then I summarise it. I don't even go into detail. I'm just like, yeah, this is what's happening, this is how you're going to do with it. But just because I can, like, over and over and over. Like, that much energy. I was going to say something, I forgot. Okay. What time is it?
Let me see some more.
Do you want to do some stories? Do you want to finish off The Little Mermaid?
We can do.
Or do you think it might take too long?
Let me find the book.
You find the book. Find the book. Find the book. Oh, I've noticed that the later it gets, the more people ask for tarot readings.
That's because they know.
It's because they know.
They just know. Make sense. Like I gotta get in. And I gotta enter for the... Let's see how many
No
pages
worries.
we've got.
Not to worry. It's okay.
Okay. Okay, we have about 10 pages, so we'll probably read a little bit
Yeah.
and then continue later.
Okay. Story time.
Now, it's now story time. I'll pause my music because I will not.
So make sure you get a nice comfy blanket and pillow. This is Yorkshire Prevail's favourite time. Don't know if he's here, if he's gone.
I was going to say, providing he is still here. You know?
Providing he is still here, yes. I don't know if I'm able to see who's watching. But I'm going to go quiet so that Lilith will stay on track.
Okay. Where did we go from? Let's see.
He is still here. Get your pillow, get your blanket, it's
Still
story
here.
time.
Story time.
And I am going to be yawning, just saying.
As usual. And you're muted. Fuck off, honestly. You're just chatting shit to yourself, so I just said, oh. Story time. Is everyone ready? Oh god. Alright, I'll read for about 15 minutes and then we'll stop wherever. Oh god, here we go. Okay. Here the sea foamed a little bay that was perfectly still but very deep, all the way up to the dunes where the fine white sand had washed ashore. That's where she swam with the handsome prince and placed him on the sand, taking great care that his head lay high up in the warm sunshine. The bells began ringing in the big white building, and scores of young girls came walking through the garden. The little mermaid swam further out, behind several high rocks that were sticking up out of the water. She put sea foam on her hair and breast so that no one could see her little face. And then she waited to see who would come for the poor prince. It wasn't long before a young girl approached. She seemed to be quite frightened, though only for a moment. Then she summoned more people, and the mermaid saw that the prince began to revive, and that he smiled at everyone standing around him. But he didn't smile at the mermaid, nor did he know that she had saved his life. She felt so sad, and when he was led inside the big building, she sorrowfully dove down into the water and made her way home to her father's castle. She had always been quiet and pensive, but now she was even more so. Her sisters asked her what she had seen on her first time above the water, but she told them nothing. Many an evening and morning she would rise up to the spot where she had left the prince. She saw how the fruit in the garden grew ripe and was picked. She saw how the snow melted onto the high mountains, but she did not see the prince, and so she always returned home sadder than before.
There, only her solace was to sit in her little garden and throw her arms around the beautiful marble statue that looked like the prince. But she neglected her flowers. As if in the wilderness they grew out over the pathways, weaving their long stalks and leaves into the branches of the trees so that it was quite dark. Finally, she could bear it no longer and told one of her sisters, and then all of the others instantly found out about it. But no one else, apart from a couple of other mermaids who didn't tell anyone except their closest girlfriends. One of them knew who the prince was. She had also seen the splendor aboard the ship and knew where he came from and where his kingdom lay. "Come, little sister," said the other princesses. With their arms around each other's shoulders, they rose up out of the sea in a long row, right in front of the place where they knew the prince's castle stood. The castle was built of gleaming pale yellow stone, with great marble staircases, one of which reached all the way down to the sea. Magnificent gilded domes rose above the rooftop, and between the columns that surrounded the whole building stood marble images that looked alive. Through the clear panes of the tall windows they could look into the most splendid halls hung with costly silk curtains and tapestries, and all the walls were adorned with enormous paintings that were a pleasure to see. In the middle of the largest hall splashed a great fountain. The spray reached high up toward the glass dome in the roof, through which the sun shone on the water and on the lovely plants growing in this huge basin. Now she knew where he lived, and that's where she went, swimming through the water on many an evening and night. She swam up much closer to land than any of the others had dared. She even went all the way up to the narrow canal, beneath the magnificent marble balcony that cast a long shadow over the water. Here she would sit and gaze at the young prince, who thought he was quite alone in the clear moonlight. Many an evening she watched him sail with music aboard his splendid ship where flags fluttered. She would peek out from the green reeds, and if the wind caught her long silvery white veil, and anyone saw it, they thought it was a swan lifting its wings. Many a night, when the fishermen lay anchored at the sea by torchlight, she heard them say so many good things about the prince. It made her happy that she had saved his life, and when he was drifting on the waves half dead. And she remembered how firmly his head had rested on her breast, and how fervently she had kissed him. He knew nothing of this, could not even dream about her. She grew more and more fond of human beings. She wished more and more that she might rise up among them. Their world seemed to her much larger than her own. They could fly across the sea in ships, climb the highest mountains far above the clouds, and the lands they owned, with forests and fields, stretched much farther than she could see. There was so much she wanted to know, but her sisters couldn't answer all her questions. That's why she asked her old grandmother, who was very familiar with the world above, which she quite rightly called the lands above the sea. "If humans don't drown," said the little mermaid, "can they live forever? Don't they die like we do down here in the sea?" "Of course they do," said the old woman. "They have to die too, and their lifetime is much shorter than ours. We can live 300 years, but when we cease to exist, we become nothing more than foam on water without even a grave down here um, among our loved ones. We have no immortal soul, there is no more life for us. We're like the green reed. Once it is cut, it will never be green again. Humans, on the other hand, have a soul that lives forever, lives on after the body has turned to dust. It rises up through the clear air, up to all the shining stars. Just as we rise up from the sea to look at the land of the humans, they rise up to the lovely unknown places that we will never see." "Why weren't we given immortal souls?" asked the little mermaid sadly. "I would give all 300 years of my life to be human for just one day, and then have a share in the heavenly world." "You mustn't go around thinking about that," said the old woman. "We're much happier and better off than the humans up there. So I'm going to die and drift like foam on the sea, no longer hear the music of the waves, or see the lovely flowers and the crimson sun. Is there nothing I can do to win an eternal soul?" "No," said the old woman. Only if a human were to love you so much that they were dearer to him than his father or mother, if he clung to you with all his thoughts and love, and if the priest put his right hand in yours, promising faithfulness now and for all eternity, then his soul would flow into your body, and you too would share the happiness of humans. He would give you a soul and yet keep his own, but that will never happen. That which is so lovely here in the sea, your fish-tail, they consider hideous up on earth. They don't know any better. Up there you have to have two clumsy pillars that they call legs in order to be beautiful. Then the little mermaid sighed and looked sadly at her own fish-tail. Let's be happy, said the old woman. We should leap and bound for 300 years that are our lives to live. Surely that's long enough, and later you can rest in your grave, all the more content. Tonight we're going to have a royal ball, and there was such a splendour as has never been seen on earth. The walls and ceiling of the great ballroom were made of thick, clear glass. Hundreds of enormous seashells, rose red and grass green, were lined up on either side. A fire burning blue lit up the entire hall and shone through the walls so that the sea outside illuminated. Countless fish were visible, big and small, swimming toward the glass wall. On some of them gleamed purplish red scales, on others they looked like silver and gold. Down the middle of the hall flowed a wide, rippling stream on which the mermen and mermaids were dancing to their own lovely songs. No humans on earth had such beautiful voices. The little mermaid sang more beautifully than anyone else, and they clapped their hands for her. For a moment she felt joy in her heart, because she knew that she had the most beautiful voice of anyone in earth or in the sea. But soon she started to think once more about the world above. She couldn't forget the handsome prince or her sorrow at not possessing, as he did, an immortal soul. That's why she slipped out of her father's castle, and while everything inside was song and merriment, she sat sadly in her little garden. Then she heard the sound of hunting horns echoing down through the water, and she thought, now he's probably sailing up there, the one I love more than my father or mother, the one my thoughts cling to in and whose hands I wish to place in my life's happiness. I would risk everything to win him and an immortal soul. While my sisters are dancing inside my father's castle, I'll go to the sea witch, the one who's always terrified me. Maybe she can offer me help and advice. Then the little mermaid left her garden and set off for the roaring maelstroms. Beyond them lived the witch. She had never gone that way before, where no flowers grew, nor sea-grass. Nothing but the bare, grey, sandy bottom stretched towards the maelstroms, where the currents, like roaming mill wheels, swirled around and pulled everything they seized down into the depths. She would have to pass between these crushing whirlpools in order to reach the territory of the sea witch. For a long section there was no other path other than hot bubbling mere. The witch called it her peat bog. Beyond it stood her house, in the midst of a peculiar forest. All the trees and shrubs were polyps, half animal and half plant. They looked like 100-headed snakes growing out of the ground. All their branches were long, slimy arms with fingers like slithery worms. They rippled joint by joint, from their roots to their very tips. They wrapped tightly around anything in the sea that they could grab, and they would never let go. The little mermaid was quite terrified as she stood there at the edge. Her heart was pounding with fear. She almost turned around, but then she thought about the prince and human soul, and that gave her courage. She tied up her long fluttering hair so the polyps wouldn't be able to catch her by grabbing hold of it. She pressed both hands to her breast and flew off. The way a fish can fly through the water in amongst the hideous polyps that reached out their supple arms and fingers towards her. She saw how each of them was holding something that it had caught. Hundreds of tiny arms were wrapped around it, like strong iron bands. Humans who had perished at the sea and sunk into the deep peered out as white bones from the arms of the polyps. Rudders and sea chests were held in their grip, skeletons of land animals, and a little mermaid they had caught and strangled. For her, that was the most terrifying of all. Then she came to a great slimy clearing in the forest where a huge fat water snake romped, showing off their disgusting yellowish white bellies. In the middle of the clearing, a house had been built from the white bones of the shipwrecked humans. There sat the sea witch, letting a toad eat from her mouth, the way humans let little canaries eat sugar. She called the hideous fat water snakes her little chickens and let them swarm over her big, spongy breast. I know what you want, said the sea witch. How stupid of you, but I'm going to grant you your wish, because it will bring you misfortune, my lovely princess. You want to get rid of your fishtail and instead have two stumps to walk on like a human being, because then the young prince will fall in love with you, and you can win him along with an immortal soul. With that, the witch began laughing so loudly and horribly that the toad and the water snakes fell to the ground, tumbling around. You've come just in time, said the witch. By tomorrow, when the sun comes up, I wouldn't be able to help you until another year had passed. I'm going to make you a potion to take with you. Before the sun comes up, swim to land, sit down on the shore and drink it. Then your tail will split in two and shrink to what the humans call charming legs, but it will be painful. It will feel like a sharp sword passing through you. Everyone who sees you will say that you're the loveliest human child they've ever seen. You'll keep your graceful movements. No dancer will ever glide as you do. But every step you take, you will feel like you're treading on a sharp knife and make your blood flow. If you're willing to endure all that, then I'll help you. Yes, said the little mermaid in a quivering voice, thinking about the prince and winning an immortal soul. But remember, said the witch, once you've taken human form, you can never be a mermaid again. You can never come back into the water to your sisters or to your father's castle. And if you don't win the love of the prince, so that he forgets his father and mother and clings to you with all his thoughts, and lets the priest place your hand in his so that you become the husband and wife, then you won't get an immortal soul. On the first morning after he marries another, your heart will burst and you will become foam on the water. That's what I want, said the little mermaid, and she was as pale as death. But you also have to pay me, said the witch. And it's not just a small thing that I demand. You have the loveliest voice of anyone here at the bottom of the sea. You're probably thinking of using it to charm him, but your voice you must give to me. I want the best thing you possess in return for my precious potion. My own blood I have to give you to make a drink as sharp as a doubled-edged sword. But if you take my voice, said the little mermaid, what will I have left? Your lovely figure, said the witch, your graceful movements, and your expressive eyes. Surely you can use them to captivate a human heart. Well, have you lost your courage? Stick out your little tongue. I'll cut it off as payment, and then I'll give you the powerful potion. I can keep going. Should I keep going?
Sorry.
Every time.
Every time.
Every time.
If you want to keep going, you can keep going. How many
Up to
pages
you,
have
I
you read?
can how many pages have I what?
Have you read? Or how
I
many
was
is
gonna say, have I
left?
written? Excuse me. I have. Let me just check. Eight pages left.
Damn. Only read 2 pages. Okie dokie then. Yorkshire Period was gonna have to go.
It is 10 p.m.
It is 10 p.m. Yeah, actually, think about it. Oh, we best pause there because I've completely forgot I have lessons in the morning.
And I was like, it's a good page to leave off on as well because it's a completely like new chapter. So
right, okay.
It's like a sentence finished the last thing, and I'm like, okay. So I can start from the very top of that page.
Oh, that's alright then.
Class space, hi, we are just wrapping up for the night.
Yeah, sorry, hun.
Miss story time.
We'll be back next Tuesday. Will you be back next Tuesday, or are you doing something?
I can be back.
You can be back. You don't have to if you don't want to.
I will be back.
You will be back.
This is the priority. I said I would do rehearsals on Tuesday, but
I mean, if you've got rehearsals, then, you know, it's fine.
I'm going on the Thursday anyway.
Right, fair enough.
Tuesday was more of an impulse thing, like, yeah, I'll do that, and then I was like, actually, time-wise, isn't gonna make it.
Oh, by the way, it's a while away, but I'm going to tell you now. So,
Okay.
September, the new academic year,
Yeah.
my GCSE class has switched from Thursday to Tuesday.
Okay, so come September, we will change times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you just still searching for a job down in Manchester, then?
I will be looking for a job in Manchester, yes.
Okay, that's fine.
But I will also be doing modelling for the majority.
Yeah.
So I can always just say, sorry, I can't do Thursday.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Well, and of course, any day for me. I can change it, but yeah, I was like, okay. But yeah, okay.
I'm so tired.
So we are back. We are up live every Tuesday, 8 p.m, and that is BST, so British Savings Time. Tuesday, 8 p.m, British Savings Time.
I thought it's British Standard Time.
British Summertime.
Think of
It's not savings, it's summertime. There you go. British summertime. It's a good job Yorkshire people isn't here to be like, summertime, Linz. I was like, oh, okay. But yeah. So if you want to catch us again, feel free to catch us. Either on Discord, exclamation point join, or exclamation point Discord. You can join us there. It's only a small community. But you can ask us questions there and share and ask them for all the rest of it. And we
Get
shall.
your words out.
I talk for a living and I still can't get my words out. Okay.
I know.
Tell me about it. Right. And we shall see you next week. Lovelies. Have a good
Bye.
evening. Bye.